This is a true story. Most of my songs are true stories, mostly true. Sometimes I have to tell a little lie here and there to make them rhyme, but other than that, they're pretty much shit that happened. But this one right here happened to me one night when I was excessively inebriated. I ain't real proud of it, but it's the truth and I had to write it. Yeah, I was drunk. And I admit it. And if you ain't been there yourself, you might not get it. Just one of them nights. Nothing better to do. I was a little too loud. And a little too rowdy too. Yeah, I was drunk. And I admit it. So I probably didn't hear old Norman when he told me to quit it. I just kept going, thinking I was cool. All of a sudden, I'm flying backwards off that stool. I interrupt this song to bring you an important message. You see, Norman was a huge grizzly bear of a man. He looked kind of like a lumberjack. In fact, he was so big he could stand in front of a window and make the whole damn room go dark. He'd been an all-American football player, a professional wrestler, a MMA champion, and if I'm not mistaken, a hitman for the Russian mafia. I just made that last part up. But anyway, Norman owned that bar, and being the owner of a small establishment like that, he was also the bartender, the chief financial officer, the dishwasher, and the doorman, and in this particular case, the bouncer. Well, the last thing I remember seeing before I went flying backwards off of the aforementioned stool was Norman's enormous fist, which I estimated to be at least 20 inches across, traveling toward my face at over 1,000 miles an hour. I now return you to the song already in progress.
True story, I'm his son. True story. True fucking story.
I saw bright lights and stars as the four rushed up to meet me, but I never saw old Norman as his boots came up to greet me. Oh, there was blood and beer mixed with my tears, and what else heaven knows. That was the night old Norman broke my nose. I was on the floor, searching for the door, when up come Norman, just itching to give me more. But I'd had enough. I tried to tell him so. Pretty sure I cried like a baby and begged him to let me go. I'm still not sure how I got away. Next thing I know, I'm coming to the next day. I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. Both eyes swelled shut. I couldn't see for a week. I interrupt this song again to bring you another important message. Looking back, I'm not sure Norman was the only one responsible for my demise. I can't be sure how many pairs of boots was stomping me, how many pool cues was pummeling my nearly lifeless body, or how many beer mugs was busted across my head. The only thing I can be sure of is there was more than enough of each to get the job done. So here's some advice for all you macho cowboys out there who think after a couple of adult beverages you're invincible. Spoiler alert, you ain't. So if one night you're feeling particularly froggy and you see this mountain of a man coming towards you with his fist clenched, his eyebrow raised, giving you the stink eye, stop whatever you're doing Run like hell for the exit. Don't stop till you get to the next county, and for God's sake, don't slow down. He might be gaining on you. You'll thank me for this later. I now return you to the song already in progress. I saw bright lights and stars as the floor rushed up to meet me, but I never saw old Norman as his boots came up to greet me. Well, there was blood and beer mixed with my tears, and what else heaven knows. That was the night old Norman broke my nose. That was the night